When something will happen, they go just alert you. So if you hear you know, go surprise, say, we don't already tell you, say, one sex scandal they come up, oh, so make you just stay aware. Like, I will not lie to you, funny things are happening. Well, lie, I will not lie to you. I am actually laughing right now because if you see the stories, if you see the stories coming out, you go laugh. Okay, so a civil society organization, Center for Democratic Accountability and Transparency, has raised the alarm over what it described as a fresh plot to blackmail Goodluck Jonathan, Senate president, with another sex scandal. In a statement issued on Thursday and signed by Marco Ogundele, its executive director, the group said it had uncovered plans by political elements to circulate doctored videos aimed at tarnishing Akpabio's image. Are these videos about Balthazar? Is it Balthazar? Is Balthazar? What's the name of that man? Thank God, you will know the guy. Is it Is it Balthazar? It's funny, I'm sorry. Because this one, they're raising alarm that if the videos are doctored. I'm like, how? What is the fear? If his face no show, I don't think he should be worried about anything. And why will you video yours? I don't know what's happening, but yo, okay. So he said the group's internal investigation revealed that the smear plot involves the use of manipulated content pushed through blogs and social media platforms. And these were the words: "We are in possession of credible intelligence that points to a calculated move to release fake sex tapes in a bid to embarrass the Senate president. These kind of dirty politics must be condemned. We urge Nigerians not to fall for such tactics designed to distract from critical issuance or critical issues." The group called on security agencies to investigate the development and ensure that those involved are brought to justice. I hope they're actually brought to justice, honestly, because that's a very grave allegation. If persons deliberately take Goodluck Jonathan's face and doctor it into, I'm sure a couple of you know how Goodluck Jonathan is, right? Like, you know, he walks very slowly, he uses a walking stick, he has a very big pot belly. So I'm sure if it is doctored, you would know that it's doctored. Okay, all right. While that is ongoing, and I hope that they're able, apparently they're alerting us that video is to come up. So when it comes up, don't believe it. But that's not the only person claiming that there is a doctored whatever, you know, about them. The secretary to the government of the Federation, George Akume, is saying that his voice has been cloned. So here again, these government representatives are really, I don't know what's happening, how people are having access to them. Goodluck Akpabio has a doctored sex video to embarrass him. Secretary to the government of the Federation said that his voice has been cloned and that he raised the alarm over a scam in which criminal syndicates have allegedly cloned his voice, impersonated his office to defraud unsuspecting Nigerians, particularly those seeking federal appointments. Akume gave out the disclaimer in a statement issued today by his special advisor on media and publicity, Yomi Odunuga. The SGF warned that the syndicate has been contacting prominent individuals claiming they have been selected for federal government appointments and demanding large sums of money to process their nominations. Akume also revealed that the scammers were not only impersonating him, but were also using cloned phone numbers of other high-profile individuals to lend credibility to their fraudulent schemes. I think this also is, they should look at their security, because it's worrisome if this kind of things are happening and you're spilling it out. You're literally telling us that your security apparatus, your security structure is very porous, that somebody can credibly clone your voice, give people, promise them appointments, collect money from them, and then go to Akpabio as well. I don't know who the civil society organizations are, but I feel like it's a Goodluck Akpabio person who possibly, I don't know, maybe person don't threaten them, tell them, say, so you don't decide to put the whole thing out there. But if this is not true and it's coming out, like what I mean not true is, if in reality there is no sex tape of Goodluck Akpabio, and the voices that has been promising certain persons appointment is not that of the SGF, I think they should question their security structure. How individuals are able to clone the voice of a prominent government representative, someone that is close to the president, and also the Senate president, being able to doctor him in such a way that they will find him in ridiculous sexual positions. It is not something that should be taken for granted. The security agencies should investigate this. It's very dangerous, because if they can clone the secretary to the government of the Federation's voice and give appointments, then somebody can clone the president's voice. So it's a dangerous thing. I don't even expect Judge Akume to come up with this particular thing. It reeks of inadequacy within that cabinet. So something should be done about that as soon as possible. Meanwhile, we heard earlier today that former President Goodluck Jonathan, based on a particular inside source from the People's Democratic Party, is likely to contest the 2027 elections. And I have Barrister Darlington Agumo right here. He will give us his legal perspective as if constitutionally Goodluck Jonathan can run for another term, although finally, like this time around, he wouldn't have any 4 years at his disposal. And a lot of Nigerians are going about what the calculation of this move is. For example, Goodluck Jonathan had told us that he was no longer interested, that it took quite a lot from him when he was the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He also talked about how this current administration did all they could to take him or kick him out of office. In fact, an APC chieftain has come out to say that they will kick out or they will submerge and what you call full throttle march on the opposition. The way they kicked out Goodluck Jonathan, the way they ganged up against him is how they would do for the opposition. So I'm surprised that Goodluck Jonathan all of a sudden is based on some certain persons pushing him, would agree to run as president for 2027 after the wife had told us that they're fully supporting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as well as Jonathan himself, and then now he's coming out. So what is the strategy behind this? Professor Darlington Aguma will be telling us. Then secondly, there have been receipts flying around about the supporters of Peter Obi, the supporters of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. As you know, this is a political season. And what are the receipts? Receipts of tell us what Peter Obi is credible for, what he has done in the past 8 years, what goodwill, what messages of praise came while he was the governor of Anambra State. They were bringing out a lot of receipts. Remember that the president's team, the Media Digital Summit that was recently hosted in Abuja, a lot of Nigerians are ascribing this recent demarketing on social media as part of the agenda for that convergence in Abuja, and that they have already started their work. But hey, the Obedience were also doing the same thing. They brought out receipts, past videos of certain comments made by the former by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, an insinuation about forged certificates, doctoring somebody's picture. I think I played that during the World News. Donald Dukes actually said it, like he actually said what happened, how he and Bola Tinubu were discussing something about drugs, and before you know it was his picture that was used on the president's document and all whatnot. So this whole thing have been coming back and forth. But I would wonder, why are we not discussing governance? Why are the youthful population more into this whole political scenario when there are endemic issues to be discussed? For example, the power sector, for example, imports, export investment opportunities. The Minister of Trade and Investment has a lot of questions to answer about that. The governors, exactly what are their projects? The states that are not performing. The local governments, how are you ensuring that the dividends of democracy spread at the core of the grassroots? Because when Nigerians are complaining, everything is not President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. When you have governors that you elected, when you have local government chairmen that you elected, when you have governors and councillors that you actually elected. So these are the questions that Barrister Darlington Aguma will be responding to this evening. Barrister Darlington, good evening. Thank you for joining us today.
Esther,
welcome.
How are you?
I'm fine. So let me start off with George Akume's voice being claimed and Akpabio, a civil society, telling us that we should expect some hot shot videos like that of Balthazar. Why?
That's the latest one.
That is doctored to embarrass him. So they are letting us know now. So when we start seeing those things fly around, we should discountenance it that it's fake.
But what happens to what do you call it? What happened to security of you remember what called what's that man, Pindo, the man that arrested at Labour House?
Okay.
That he leaked the government official document. I was thinking somebody would have tidied up things after that incident. Is that not? You can see how careless these people can be, and they have even the temerity to tell us. What did they want us to do? So if we see or hear voices now, we will not now begin to ask, Mr. Akume, is that your voice?
No, No, apparently they've been giving federal appointments. No, they've been collecting money. It be like saying so then they do for there.
It has been. Go and ask Abba Kyari, the former chief of staff to Buhari. He made 150 appointments without the knowledge of Buhari. It's on record. 150 appointments without the knowledge of Buhari. And those appointments were valid. They were valid. Look, Esther, a lot is going on in that Abuja since APC came on board. Governance have been turned upside down from the head to the bottom. Things that ought not to be has become the norm in that cabinet house. All because of what? The type of people that came into governance. People who don't know anything about governance. You know, people who didn't come to help Nigeria grow. Because I've been asking myself, where were we when APC took over from PDP? Where were we? That is how to gauge performance of any government. You know, where were we? Like now in America, what gave Donald Trump a victory? Was it not because American economy was going down? And today now the man is bringing money into America with this tax war. A lot of money is rolling into America. You can see. So what have these people done to us in the last 10 years? Nothing, Esther, except scandal, except propaganda, except lies, except deceit. You know, except intimidation and threat. So how can we live with this? And you don't think that more infamy is coming? What you just saw or what you just had is just a tip of the iceberg. As we enter into 2026, more horrendous things will happen. And they will claim it is the handwork of their opponents. Meanwhile, they are the one who they will stay up.
But I just want to understand, like, how did it get to the point where I know that this is the digital age and a lot of things can happen, but don't you think that it spells of the fact that the security architecture it's very porous? How somebody can doctor his voice, and then they collected monies from certain persons who were begging for appointments, then it eventually got to him and he said, no be me, and then got to Akpabio to the point where somebody can want to blackmail you, so possibly you use the civil society organization to say they want to embarrass the Senate president, so you know that he has been in sex scandal, and that there are doctored videos of him that is coming out now. So in other words, you're alarming Nigerians or alerting them before the video circulates.
You see, let us separate the wheat from the chaff. Akpabio, we know his antecedent.
Okay.
And I won't even defend him.
Why?
Going by his antecedent.
It could be true that it is actually a doctored video.
Listen, if Natasha did not cry out,
or Junior,
would you have known? That is a lie. But these women come out openly, physically. So in that case, he had to defend himself. Let him come and tell us, because we know his antecedents. You know, when these ladies won the Falcon won their cup, and Tinubu gave them award, cash award and all that. And you get it. The second girl, the tigress, it was the vice president. Is that not true? The
second girl, it was the vice president.
Now that's what I said.
I don't understand.
The tigress, the person that gave them their own award.
Okay.
Was the vice president.
Okay.
Good. I am appealing and I'm suggesting and advising. These other three girls who want English global competition. You remember them now? Nobody should detail Akpabio to give them any award though. Because you can see the trajectory from the president, vice president, then the number 3 person now. So that we don't want to get into another controversy, needless controversy. In fact, I'm thinking that anything that has to do with women and all that, they should separate them from Akpabio. It's obvious that they don't work together.
Oh God.
You know, if they were to go for that award, they will receive something more rewarding than the cash award and all that. You know.
Okay.
So let us avoid it. It's important. But I'm thinking that if this thing continue, Esther, Tinubu should create an award for people like Akpabio. He deserves it. After all, such natural talent cannot be wasted. He must account for it.
Barrister Darlington, apparently Arabambi has come out to say that they were meant to expel Peter Obi 2 weeks ago, but that Dati Baba Ahmed came to prostrate on his behalf. That's what Arabambi disclosed, that Obi is currently under suspension and was scheduled for expulsion from the party. According to him, he said, if you said without him there's no Labour Party, he is on suspension. Arabambi stated during the interview, according to him, the expulsion was prevented through direct intervention by Obi's 2023 running mate. He sent his vice president Dati Baba Ahmed to come and prostrate, to come and plead on his behalf that he will turn a new leaf. Okay, so do you believe this, or this is the era
Esther, whatever Abure does now, it is null and void under the law. Under the law, quote me, anything Abure does today to anybody, it will be nullified. All the person needed to do is to go to court and challenge it, and the court will rule in the favor of that person, because Arabambi is now a persona non grata in a Labour Party. The office is holding does not exist.
Okay.
The Supreme Court have shut it down, and I don't think there's any other court above Supreme Court. Is that not why the Labour Party who was shut down by INEC in the upcoming by-elections? Okay. Is that not the reason? So what other reason will Abure justify for being in that position up till now? You remember, even before now, I told you here that going by what the law says, going by the provisions of the judgment of that Supreme Court, Arabambi is wasting his time. That anybody that does anything with him is wasting his time and his money. Remember, that was the major reason why P2B refused to listen to Dati Ahmed when he came to him for what? For peace and all that. He said he cannot work with Abure.
No, you can't say that.
He said you can't say what?
Oh, no, you can't say.
I said one of the reasons.
Okay.
Do you expect P2B to work with you? Look at what is going on now.
Did P2B tell you that?
I said that was one of the reasons. See.
Who said so?
When Dati Ahmed went to P2B, he said he came to settle the rift and all that. The question is, how can I work with a
I know. Did you hear it in the news anywhere that P2B said that was one of the reasons?
Okay, hold on. Why do you think Mary P2B to say that he doesn't agree with the peace overture? What do you think so? The
only thing that I heard from Dati Baba Ahmed's mouth is that when he talked to Peter Obi about it, the Peter Obi just kept mum like, you're free to do whatever you want to do.
But you heard when Peter Obi said he would not agree with what Dati Ahmed.
He just said he was just gonna do whatever he wanted to do. There
is something behind it. I'm telling you now.
Okay.
I'm telling you, and that was one of the major reasons.
All right.
Why can he leave Leladi Usman and go and join Abure?
Well, this
look
is
at what
politics.
would have happened by now.
Barrister, this is politics.
No, this
the
one.
more
no,
you see, the less.
No.
The more you look, the less you see.
This one is legal matter. Okay. Esther, the matter went up to the Supreme Court. I don't know who is coming to upturn it. It can never happen. I said it even before now. I said it. You can bear me witness. So when legal matters are involved, my dear, you cannot bring your own opinion to undermine it. You will not succeed.
All right, Barrister Darlington, based on the 1999 Constitution as amended, can Goodluck Jonathan run again?
The Constitution said that you cannot be sworn in twice. Or more than twice. You know, first term, second term. Now, going by the doctrine of necessity, we brought Jonathan into government. He was actually sworn in to finish Yaradua's tenure.
Okay.
Are you getting it? It was at the end of that tenure that he now contested properly and won. Now, you see why their constitution, I have an issue. You see these people that are amending constitution. These are things they need to tidy up. There are so many loopholes in our constitution that is giving us headache.
Okay, Barrister, let me read something. Based strictly on the 1999 Constitution of Nigeria as amended, Goodluck Jonathan appears to be disqualified from contesting for the presidency again under Section 137, subsection 3, as he was sworn into. Okay, I'm coming, please. He was sworn in to complete Yaradua's term between 2010 to 2011, and then elected for one term between 2011 and to 2015, exhausting the single elected term allowed under this provision. However, the question of whether Section 137, subsection 3 applies retroactively to his pre-2018 tenure remains a legal grey area that could potentially be challenged in court. Without a definitive judicial ruling, the conservative interpretation of the Constitution suggests he cannot run again, but a court could rule otherwise if the non-retroactivity argued is upheld. So for a definitive answer, Jonathan or an interested party would need to seek clarification from the Nigerian judiciary, particularly the Supreme Court, to interpret the application of Section 137, subsection 3 to this specific case.
Yes, I said it here. That is one of the loopholes in the constitution or in our constitutions. Did Jonathan run for 2 terms? Did he?
No.
Good. You can see that is what something should come and define. That you are sworn in does not mean that you contested for 2 terms. Because that of Yaradua, Jonathan did not contest any election. He did not go through the whole hog of contesting election and all that. He only finished the term of somebody who died in office as provided by the even at that they didn't want it to happen. Remember? That was why this so-called doctrine of necessity, I don't know what that means. The constitution said that if the president, that's why you have a vice.
Okay, this is what that constitution says. Section 137 says it stipulates that a person who was sworn in to complete a term of an elected president or governor is not eligible to be elected for more than a single term in that same office, according to Law Pavilion. This provision was specifically introduced to address situations where a person assumes office due to the death, resignation, or removal of an elected president or governor. So it clarifies that such a person, having already served a full term, is limited to 1 additional term in the same office. So it means that Jonathan can still go.
Did you see the contradiction in what you read? Esther, that is Section 137. In fact, people are some mischief makers will go to town with so many interpretations now because that thing is not clear. Esther, it is not clear. If you are that, read it again. It is not clear.
Okay, it says the amendment prevents individuals who complete another's term from serving 2 full terms of their own. The scope means this applies to both the president and governors. Example, if a vice president steps in to complete a president's term, they can only be elected for 1 more full term themselves. So, retroactivity, there has been some debate about whether this amendment should be applied retroactively to individuals who assumed office before the amendment was enacted. So, based on whatever, Jonathan is not supposed to come on again. But the thing is, Barrister Darlington, Jonathan himself had said, with the whole hurdle of what he went through that time.
You see?
The wife has come to say, I support, President Tinubu, they should go another term. So all of a sudden we're hearing that, remember that Jerry Ghana told us that they were wooing Peter Obi. Another time he came out to say that we're wooing Peter Obi and we have something better or someone better. And now we're hearing that Jonathan, based on an inside source, that he may be running again. So the 2 options now, Barrister Darlington, is this. Could it possibly be, again, I just want us to have context, that Jonathan, was pushed from his hiding spot to possibly split results because a lot of persons were like, I think I prefer Jonathan, or constitutionally, is he permitted to run again?
He is not. Based on that Section 137, he is not. and I'm sure Jonathan should know better. Remember, countdown to 2023. He was equally pushed. Some farmers or some NGO went to Abuja home and staged a protest that he must come and run. They have bought a form already for him. The man cleverly avoided it. Is it now that the stage is now hotter than that time that he will now come up? Now let me tell you what is going to happen, Esther. If Jonathan should come in, because the people that are pushing him to come, they don't even know what the constitution says. They are not aware of the provisions of the constitution. They are not. Because if Jonathan should come and run now, he would have been, and maybe probably he wins that office. Of course, APC will go to court. It means that when you add it together, he has been in office more than 2 terms. He has been sworn in 3 times in the same office. That's what it means. You cannot discountenance the remaining years of Yaradua, which is served out. That is why, I told you here that there are loopholes in our constitution. These things have to be stretched out because they didn't make provision that somebody would die in office. And then what happened to his remaining years in office? It was not clear. Because if it was clear, there wouldn't have been the doctrine of necessity.
But do you know why this is coming out now? Because based on, I think as of last week when Ali Modi Sharif came on air, and I think another Northerner came on air, the anchor, the presenter asked the question that, okay, why don't you trust Peter Obi's one-term proposal? And they were like, see, in as much as he's a good person, blah, 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 but what if you do your first term and you're doing well and the people say we want you to stay? Constitutionally, he is allowed to run a second term. They may not trust that one-term proposal, but that for Goodluck Jonathan, constitutionally, he cannot do more than 4 years. He can't do beyond 4 years. So they from the North will rather trust a Jonathan for 7 one-term and drop it. That was the perception he came from. And then it's not up to a week we're hearing Jonathan may be in the running.
They were acting out of ignorance from section 1, from the provisions of section 137. Can they still believe that Jonathan is running for 2 terms? If he goes in now and he's running for third term, that is as simple as that. The provisions are there. The people that are pushing Jonathan, they are acting out of ignorance.
There's a constitution review ongoing now. What if these amendments are infused? Wouldn't that qualify him?
Until it happens. I don't know how they are going to review it.
What if this administration allows it? They swiftly allow that. Again, there is a calculated arithmetic to this factor of Jonathan in the race. It's the time of the South. Most Northerners are saying we prefer a Jonathan. Okay, fine. If we don't want Tinubu to continue, some of them say they don't trust a Peter Obi, right? And then they're like, okay, but we prefer Jonathan. Jonathan, we experienced him. He did quite a lot for us. It was just the APC that ganged up against him. We'll rather prefer him. What if that is the factor that is at play here, that we're hearing that he was convinced to come out and be part of the process? We've not heard anything from Jonathan, by the way.
Look, you think Jonathan is happy with what they did to him? And they believe the same Jonathan they push out in 2015. Is he going to remain a good boy to them, Abi? What is he coming back with vengeance? What would they say? No, tell me. Do you think that Jonathan is happy with the way they gang up against him and mess him up and all that? That when he come back now, he will still play good boy to the North? Is it possible? You can see what we are talking about, Esther, about these political permutations. Was it not Peter Obi that they were singing yesterday? Even they told me here that the whole North are behind Peter Obi. Is it not the same North now that are saying no, we want a Jonathan?
It's not all of them. You can't just generalize that the whole North is for Peter Obi. So obviously, you know that it takes a lot. The
people that are behind it are the leaders of the northern region. People like Babangida. You think that even though he's in his house, he's not pulling buttons, Abi? He will not say something and everybody in the North will follow. He is the next person after Buhari in the North. I hope you know. These people, they command at least 80% of the voters in the North. They follow them. I said it here, but people say, why am I saying about the North? Why did I say that? Is that not what happened, Esther? Tell me if I'm lying. So what I'm saying now, why the sudden turn of events? Who brought Jonathan into the mix now? Who? Esther, who? Tell me.
It's a PDP now.
Hold on. Before, they were talking of Obi. And I made a suggestion. Now that Obi is now on the table, he should take advantage of the quarrel between Tinubu and the North and do something.
It's not generalized that there's a quarrel between Tinubu and the North, though. It's not a general thing.
When you are saying general, look, this is an election. This is politics.
I know, but you cannot just general.
There are people that the opinion matters in this issue, especially in our climate. There are people that command vote within their region.
And you want to tell me that the president does not have that advantage?
Is it?
You want to tell me that he doesn't have that advantage?
If you have, why are they telling you that they don't want him? Why are they bringing people to challenge him? Are you not listening to me?
Okay, but do you think
people to challenge him if they love him?
Will you do the factor of Jonathan here? Do you think it's going to make any difference? Let's just say the PDP decides to run with a Jonathan.
Anyway,
how do you see the voting pattern?
The North will give him votes just to reduce the Tinubu's chances.
Tinubu and not Peter Obi.
Because Peter Obi will get votes from the southeast now. Of course.
Is it the southeast that will make him president or something?
Okay, is it the North that will make Jonathan? Because Jonathan came from Otuoke, Bayelsa State. Bayelsa is 1.8 million human beings.
How many states comprise South, Barrister Darlington?
6 of them.
Okay. Then how many states comprise Southeast?
5.
Yeah,
5.
What about Southwest?
6.
What about the North?
In the North, you have 6 in the Southwest, and you have 7 in the Northeast.
So if you're hearing the majority of them say, okay, we would prefer a Jonathan, the South will definitely go for their own people. Maybe the votes in the Southeast may be split, and the Southwest may actually go fully for President Tinubu. Then what do you think?
It's not like that now.
Okay.
Tinubu have bought most of this in the South here. Most of them have been bought. If you consider the number of APC governors in the South here,
okay,
they will not allow. In fact, it will be impossible for you to take their state from them. Tinubu will not be happy with them. That's the truth. When you heard that somebody has been forgiven of his sins, do you know one of the sins Sowore committed was to allow P2B to win Tinubu in Lagos State?
You say Sowore committed sin?
Did you hear when he said your sins are forgiven?
Is it within his disposition to determine and infuse and induce people to vote?
When he said it, what did you do? Did you challenge him? Hold on. For him to say it, and Sowore obediently obeyed him.
When did he say what?
When he said your sins are forgiven.
It doesn't mean that it's one of the things is because Sowore allowed Lagos State to be won.
What was his sin?
Barrister, you can't tell me that in Lagos State it was basically the Southwesterners that allowed that to happen.
But it happened.
It happened. It has nothing to do with the governor.
Hold on now. It happened. And you know that Tinubu couldn't have been happy about it, Esther.
But then he has no choice. You cannot force people to do what they don't want to do.
That was why he came when it was now the governorship election, and you saw what he did. Because he was afraid that if he should remain in Lagos, in Abuja, the same thing that happened during the presidential election will happen. Of course, it was obvious that it happened, because if a presidential election was lost, how come the governorship was won? It's not possible now.
When there was Oro and a lot of things, why wouldn't it be one?
So let us not go there. Now, what I'm telling you is that with the way things are now and the calculation of Tinubu, let me tell you, why do you think he was making inroad in the southeast and the south? All the governor that he swept into APC, what do you think it was for? You see all this thing that we are saying, the people's vote, the people will do this, the people will do that. My dear, from his sight and from past events, except the electoral law is reformed, your vote doesn't count, Esther. Whenever they have decided on where they are going, your vote doesn't count. Nigerians, I don't know why we left the major thing and we are relying on the minor. Everything is saying P2B have people, he has this, fine, you agree. But how about the electoral act that will actually give him the look? If the electoral act is amended that I can vote in my bedroom and it will count, my dear, Tinubu should just begin to pack his. But if it is not amended, what will you do, Esther?
Barrister,
if it's not amended, what will you do?
I asked you a question. I said right now, Jonathan has not said anything. we just heard, sometimes they bring out this news in the media. They want to test people's reaction to see if they would welcome it or not. That helps them know the next step to take. So I think that was the agenda of this information coming out when they said an inside source within the PDP said this, that they have pushed Jonathan and sort of, impressed on him, and there's a likelihood that he would, contest the election. Now, Jonathan, like any other individual aspirant, has a right to contest, either for president, governor, or whatever. It is not just isolated for certain individuals. One thing with politics is if you have your money, go ahead and do what you want to do. Now, Barrister Darlington, my question is, if a Jonathan is in the mix, is in the factor, nobody can deny Jonathan of running. It's his right. If the Constitution permits it, since there are grey areas. But if the Constitution permits it, nobody stops him from running. Nobody stops the PDP from fielding him. But do you see a calculated attempt to distort the voting pattern for now?
Look, the North is acting out of selfish interest. What they are saying is not in the interest of Nigeria, where they will go and choose somebody that they like, somebody who they can do business with. Why have they let all of a sudden they are not talking about Obi that everybody supports, including me?
You can't say everybody supports. So don't generalize when you don't make a compound.
Okay, majority of the people are behind.
You can't even say majority.
All of a sudden, it's not minority.
No, not minority. You just can't say certain persons. Some Nigerians. It's not majority. It's not minority. But you cannot make it a compound phrase.
Esther, Jonathan had gone to meet Babangida. Is that not a fact? He had a closed door meeting with him. Is that not a fact? Good. What was that for? They went there to go and crack joke, Abi. These are the issues we are talking about. But I will advise Jonathan, don't even go, because it will not all go well.
I don't think your advice would count.
Is that what?
I don't think your advice counts. If he says he wants to run, he should run.
Is it my own or?
I mean, your advice to him not to run.
I am talking based on what the law says, what the Constitution says.
Okay. What if they are able to find a loophole in the law to permit him to run?
How will they interpret this one now that you read? Or is there any other section 137? Do you have to section 137? No, tell me now, Esther. No, you read it yourself.
Oh God.
Is there any section 137 in our Constitution? Remember, that was even why he had to kill the idea the first time. Remember, this is not the first time they have approached him.
They suffer, Baba. Baba's hair was white. Guy said, he's happy. He looked healthy and radiant.
I will advise the North, let them stop. Whatever they have done with Jonathan so far is enough. Let the man go and rest. We have a better option in a P2B if they are looking for a South Satana. And if Bowman for that who have not tested it. That's what we are saying now. Let them stop this their selfish idea.
Barrister, openly campaigning. This is not a campaign.
No, I'm not campaigning. I'm giving advice, because what the Constitution provided for does not add up with their gambit with the Jonathan.
Oh,
it will not fly. That's what I'm telling you here.
No, you're suggesting that the North should thwart the agenda of Jonathan, but rather embrace the Peter Obi factor. And I said this is not the season of campaigning.
No, because they are looking for a Southerner.
So why not a Bola Tinubu? Why did you mention Peter Obi?
No, because it is even the performance of Tinubu that brought all this thing. It was the performance of Tinubu that brought all this challenge and all this opposition and gang up. Is that not true? They are not to openly told you that they are no longer with Tinubu. There's no problem. We have other good candidates in the South here.
Who are the good candidates in the South?
Peter Obi is number one now.
Number
is there 2. Person?
No, it's not that person. There's no other person.
No. Going by public opinion, Esther, please. This, in politics, public opinion matters. So, public opinion matters. Except we have suddenly lost.
Barrister Darlington. In the South, who are the known persons who are putting their heart in the race?
They left him for Peter Obi now because his popularity have dwarfed all of them. Who else? Not you. This leader, be very careful with this video. They left him for Peter Obi because his popularity he's coming to challenge a heavyweight.
Oh, God,
you're a bantamweight and you're coming to challenge a heavyweight. Is it not a suicide mission? No, tell me, who is that person that's more popular than Peter Obi in the South here? Mention the person. Esther, mention the person. You can see. So, what is this fear about Peter Obi, this and that? He will run 20 times. He will run 200 times. I mean, is the Constitution not there to guide everybody?
Okay, Barrister Darlington. This is just the second year or almost into the third year of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And Nigerians are groaning now because the previous administration did not do well. Muhammadu Buhari was meant to set a pattern for the APC to have good governance. It's just like how you had in Lagos State, where successive governors kind of continued with a certain blueprint, and that's why a couple of persons will use Lagos State as an example for good governance. I said certain persons would use Lagos State as an example for good governance. Now, why am I saying this? You had an 8 years of Muhammadu Buhari where there was insecurity, the borders were closed, there was no freedom of expression, there was police brutality. This was basically what marred the APC to the plight of Nigerians, and that was the reason why there was a certain hate and a seedy dislike for the APC. Do you think that it is that impatience that is making Nigerians to just have this attitude towards President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Why I'm asking this question, Barrister Darlington, is, for example, it's almost like you're trying to, a tire that has been worn thin, threadbare, you now come, there is no other new tire. To make that tire new, you need to begin to sew it with a needle and thread gradually. With a lot of people, it will take pains, the needle will prick your finger, you would even feel cuts, there'll be bruises, and that's what everyone is going through. Do you think that's the reason why Nigerians are not happy with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Some Nigerians are not happy and they're impatient to allow whatever it is he's putting in place work.
Esther, it is not.
Okay.
It is the attitude of Tinubu that is causing him his own problem. The same thing he did in Lagos is what he took to Abuja. And I told him here that Abuja, the Federation of Nigeria cannot be Lagos State. I said it here. That if he's not careful, people are going to vet their anger on Buhari, on you. The anger they reserve for Buhari, they are going to vent it on you if you are not careful. I said it here. Is that not what is happening now? Tinubu came into office and began to act and behave as if he's the lord of the manor. Reckless spending and all that. I mean, for you to say you are reforming, why should people die finish before you finish your reform? What kind of reform is that? No, tell me, all this thing that Tinubu has been telling us, he's doing this, where is the evidence of all this? Nothing.
Barrister, remember the president recently told the governors to please wet the ground. It's obvious that the people are not feeling them. And I asked you one day, was it not you? I don't know if it's off the mic, where I asked you that, why can't the president talk to the governors and tell them to do their jobs? The people are complaining. But you said the governors were democratically elected.
Apart from that, the governors are looking up to him. Let him perform. They will now copy from him. Okay. Esther, that's how it works.
Increased FAC allocation is what?
Is that what?
Increased FAC allocation is what? Subsidy removal money given to the governors is what? The senators and the councillors is what?
How much is he collecting from this FAC allocation? The federal government, have they done anything with their own? You tell farmers to send their people to the farm. Meanwhile, insecurity is pervasive all over the place. The governors, do they have the power to even talk to the commissioner of police in their state? Are you people not looking at this thing, for God's sake? Does any governor have the power to tell the commissioner of police in his state, I want these people to be routed out? Do they? Is it not the Fulani herdsmen that are problem of food insecurity in Nigeria? What is the president doing about it as the commander-in-chief? And you are blaming the governors. By the way, before they came in 2015, was it like this?
Was what like this, sir? Was what like this?
The hunger and the food insecurity, was it like this? When you were buying rice with 7,000, 8,000, was it not a government that was in power? No, tell me now. This insecurity, was it to this extent? We only had Boko Haram to contend with under PDP. How come 6 other ones have joined them?
The Boko Haram was even a political...
No, let us agree. It was Boko Haram, yes, whether political or whatever. They were battling with it. And I know, if APC have maintained the tempo in fighting Boko, it would have been exterminated by now. But they opened the door and brought in, Esther brought in deliberately before our very eyes. Buhari brought in other terrorist organizations into this country. So what were you thinking? When I was shouting here, did anybody listen to me? When he said that if you have $200, you can enter Nigeria through the border and they will give you visa at the point of entry. I said this several years that this is trouble coming. I said it here. So is that not the trouble now that you are witnessing?
Sokoto families abandon their homes. 30 communities protest in Zamfara. There is widespread fear that has led to displacements in Turita and Dange Shuni local government areas of Sokoto state as relentless terrorist attacks continue to ravage communities, forcing hundreds of families to abandon their homes in desperation. Barrister Darlington, for months, primarily women and children have fled under the cover of the night to seek refuge in open spaces, bushes, under the trees. They're unable to sleep indoor due to the persistent threat of violence. Barrister, if you know Zamfara state, it's a mine hub. The kind of resources there, special sand, gold, stones, precious stones, and those areas have been hotbeds for long. The reason why I'm talking about this is that countries and communities that have good, fine stones, precious stones, are usually very volatile. You will hear of volatility in such regions. You know of
I don't agree.
Okay, hold on.
Dubai inko.
Hold on.
Middle East inko.
You know of
Saudi Arabia.
You know of DR Congo, right?
Okay.
That's the Middle East.
In Africa.
In Africa, yes. I'm referring to Africa, yes. So, you know of DR Congo, you know of the situation in Haiti, of South Sudan, Zamfara, Borno, and some of the states in the north. There are a lot of volatility going on in areas where there is good mine. Remember, I was asking Mr. Elvis Ali Mehele that I'm wondering why the voice of the Minister of Mines, and that's Dele Alake, is quiet, because they're supposed to tell us how much they've generated from that. We've not heard about it. But those communities where they do that mining, there's a lot of hostility observed in those areas. Now, in Ghana recently, there was a crash. The defense and the Minister of Environment were both in that crash. 8 of them died. 2 of them, very important personalities in Ghana, they died. And that was just after an event where they called out certain elements who were illegally mining.
Exactly.
So, again, there's this conspiracy theory about what is going on in mining sites or mining communities or mining countries in Africa. So, why is there a fear of African leaders' collective voices to know that something is up? Or could it be home-based sponsored?
It is. Capital, it is. Esther, if there is no coalition of corrupt and evil men, this thing will not fester for this long. I have been asking that question as so many other Nigerians. The 400 names they gave you as the people sponsored you, why is the federal government of Nigeria sitting on it, Esther? Have you asked yourself that question? You can see now. Meanwhile, they will come out and tell you they are fighting insecurity. Meanwhile, the people that are giving them the lifeline, you have not. Do you know what will happen if these people are arrested and dealt with? This thing will at least 80% of insecurity will die down. But because they are being sponsored with our natural resources, Esther, our natural resources that are being used to fight us. Do you know how much it takes to do all these things these people are doing? To buy guns, logistics, everything. On daily basis, weekly basis, monthly, for 15 years now. Do you know how much that these people are using to sustain themselves? They are stealing oil. They are stealing precious gold and precious metal in the north. Our resources. So, if the federal government have refused to do the needs first, why should you blame the governors and all that? The governors, can they do anything? Somebody should call and tell me. Every time, look, that security vote I told you here, that security vote is for the governor to take care of his immediate security need. Those who go and do some amebo for him, all the people that go and see things for him here and there, he gives them money so that they will be supplying him information and all that. It is not to pay police and army. The federal government is supposed to take care of police and army. That's the truth. So when people are saying security vote, who told you that money is for the governor to pay them? Who told you? The governor is not supposed to do that. That's why you have a commander-in-chief of the armed forces. You want any governor to take command of such, they say, hey, you want to break out of Nigeria, or you don't know the implication, you don't know, Abi? Let any governor go and arm the army and police in the state now and see the reaction of the federal government. Maybe by that time you now understand what we are saying.
Barrister, former Minister of Information John Nyanwodo has stated that what Nigeria currently practices is not federalism
at all,
but a unitary constitution disguised as federalism.
Exactly.
Nyanwodo called for a restructuring of Nigeria's power structure to give regions greater autonomy over their resources and internal governance. He issued a stern warning about Nigeria's political future, saying the country could face breakup before the 2027 general elections if constitutional reforms are not implemented. This was at the launch of 2 books authored by veteran journalist Ike Aboyi in Abuja. He said that what we practice today is a unitary system of government and not federalism. Is that true?
It is a fact. Everybody is aware.
If that was the case, we wouldn't be having this conversation in the studio. We wouldn't call out the president. We wouldn't ask him critical questions. We wouldn't brandish him that he's not doing well.
No.
On social media, a couple of people call him certain disrespectful names.
No. The provisions of the constitution is that you should have freedom of expression.
Okay.
And that's what you are doing, even though it is had limits.
Okay.
You cannot say because the constitution gives you the right to express yourself, you will now come on and be insulting Tinubu and saying no. What we are criticizing is all the infractions he has committed in office, all the things he's not doing right, and that is the beauty of democracy. But in real terms, are you actually practicing democracy with what you are read out now? You are not, because the federating unit ought to have some autonomy, like you have federal police and the state police in the US, where we copy this thing. Tell me the truth. What you copied in the US, is that what you are practicing here, Esther? Be sincere to yourself. What you copied from US, is that what we are practicing here? It cannot be. It is not.
But the president had assured us of a particular confirmed meeting where young Nigerians can be part of it to express themselves. I am waiting for that to take place.
It can never happen.
No, you can't say it can never happen.
Never happen. They were recruited for selfish interest. Did I not tell you here? When they say youth summit in Abuja,
that was the digital media summit. That's a different thing entirely.
Okay,
this time around, youth from different regions, it's meant to be a situation where the youth can call out the government on their inadequacies. The president told us this, if you can recall, on was it Democracy Day Democracy Day. He told us that is basically what will take place. Are we saying that will not take place? Because there's a lot of grievances. Nwodo is saying that we cannot have a country like this.
Esther.
He mentioned certain factors. He talked about the fact that we're bleeding billions annually due to poor infrastructure, that life expectancy is now one of the lowest globally, the youth are unemployed and frustrated, that something needs to give, and that bold reforms in education, skill development, as well as agriculture to tackle unemployment and revive the economy. Now, the administration will say that for digital skill development, the president has an academy that he has set up to actually help the youth to address that. For agriculture and tackling unemployment, he's even talking of proposing mechanized farming. You remember where we had his friend from Chicago, where he was inaugurating the 2,000 tractors thereabout. I don't know if you can recall. That was when he mentioned his friend's name. And so the educational sector, the introduction of the NEL fund, these are the initiatives supposedly to address all of this. Could it be that it's not being sporadic in getting to everyone?
None of them is in reality. All of them are on paper. All those things that Tinubu read out, they are all on paper, because your action will speak louder than your words. The federal character principle in our constitution, is the Tinubu adhering to it? Is he implementing it? Look at the appointment he has been making, Esther. Who are being shortchanged here? The people that are benefiting now, they have kept quiet. They like it too. You can see what we are talking about. They like this sectional nepotism that Tinubu is practicing in office. They like it because it favors them. They will not see anything wrong in it. Nothing. It will not be. In fact, he's doing very well as far as they are concerned. But is that what the constitution provided for? The answer is capital no. The federal character principle, is it being implemented by Tinubu? The answer is capital. So how can you engender peace and progress in the country where you have sidelined a section of that country and made them irrelevant in the scheme of things? You only need them when you want to contest election and you need their vote. After voting, you go your way. Is that how things are supposed to be done, Esther? You have not answered that question, and you are talking of what Tinubu said. Let us see your action in what you are saying. They told us they were coming for, what's it called now? They were coming for restructuring. Remember, that was one of the things they told Jonathan and PDP that they were coming to do. 10 years after, have they done it? Esther, 10 years after, have APC done what we promised Nigerians? And yet, nobody is asking them question, Esther. You can see, I told you here that Nigerians have been hypnotized because I don't understand. The very thing the Tinubu promised us, that major thing that will open up Nigeria for development, they have not done it. Tinubu have not done it. And nobody is making reference to it. Nobody is challenging him and say, come.
Can you help us highlight those things that he's meant to open up for development that he isn't doing?
Good. Esther, insecurity. First, because you can't go anywhere without the peace and progress. It can never happen. Insecurity. Have Tinubu tackled it? When he went to Benue, didn't you see his body language? He was even afraid of calling out the people that did all this. Even when the thought thief told him that, no, this is not a farmer header clash. This is terrorism pro max. The man who told him, after all this, what did Tinubu do? No, tell me, did you even call their name, mention their name as yes, we know that you are the one doing. You've been up to now. Tinubu doesn't know the people causing insecurity in Nigeria. He doesn't know them, Abi. You can see what we are talking about. So when you are pampering the insecurity, how can I believe that you are fighting it? And I know that if ordinary quarrel happens somewhere else, Tinubu will deploy all the military men there to go and.
But Barrister Jonathan, let me ask you something. Like I said, I know everything is Tinubu.
Who else?
But what are the governors doing?
You have gone back there again. Hold on. When it comes to insecurity, Esther, it is the responsibility of Tinubu as the commander-in-chief of the armed forces.
Okay, what about job creation? What about job creation?
Good. Hold on. Now, let him create the enabling environment and people go back to farm. Yes, the farm still provide more job than any other government job. Do you know how many farmers that have left the north and they are riding Okada here in Lagos? Do you know? The farm still provide more job than any other institution in Nigeria. The farm still. Now, they can't go to farm. They are IDP camp. You mean Tinubu is not aware of this? Why are food, the Benue food basket of Nigeria? Can you call Benue food basket of Nigeria again? That one is gone. Completely gone. And you are watching all this thing going on and you're still talking of which magic are you going to perform? Is it not on ground that they grow food? Is it on the air? Now, terrorists from the Sahel have taken over our farmland. From the Sahel, or not even Nigeria. A terrorist from Niger is now discussing terms of peace in Nigeria. Told you, Bello. Is Tinubu not aware? Government officials went to discuss with him, including clerics, in a country, a sovereign state. A sovereign state for that matter. Look at what that man have done. And yet federal government is negotiating peace with him. If they wipe him out, what will happen? After all, the man is wanted in Niger, his home country. So what is that thing that the federal government don't want to tell us about this insecurity? Yet they are blaming everybody. They are blaming them for something they created. They created this, and that's why they don't want to stamp it out. They created it.
All right,
because I remember under Buhari, these terrorists who bombed our Niger Kaduna train, remember?
Yes.
Where the managing director of Bank of Industry was given a message by the terrorists. After taking out, they gave him a message, go and tell the federal government, these are our conditions.
That was during Buhari.
And they even threatened that they will arrest, they will kidnap Buhari and Aerofy because they were what? They were traitors. That they were hypocrites. They did not agree. They did not follow the terms of the agreement. They said
that was indicted.
They said it. Esther, they said it. So what agreement did you have with terrorists? Look, it's very, very annoying. Meanwhile, Nigerians are seeing all this. They are not even addressing it. Challenging the North. Why did you bring terrorists into this country? I've never seen it as a big issue in Nigeria. I have not seen it.
Let's take a listen to this. These are people who are speaking on behalf of Omoyele Sowore. So let's listen to them because they're not happy with what happened.
Plot is to actually buy him, assassinate him. But whatever it is, they can't do it because Omoyele, you can't touch him. If you do that, the revolution, it even hastened the revolution. And if you watch him yesterday when he was coming here, he came prepared with his bags. It shows that he was ready for anything. And we, as his comrades, we are ready for anything. Nigeria belongs to all of us. Nobody has the monopoly of Nigeria. But anything that happened to Omoyele, well, let me stop there. All right. We got the news that our leader, Sowore, has been kidnapped from the FID this morning. I think about 6 a.m. this morning. And I think about, we heard allegedly now about 9 hefty policemen invaded his cell. They told him that they were even taking him to either court. But he was demanding for his lawyer because you can't just pick him. Sowore is not just an ordinary Nigerian. He has contested presidential election twice. In a working country, a man like Sowore should be respected. But they drag him like a criminal with a broken hand. We have seen that already. And as a matter of fact, he's not even treated yet. We don't even know the stage, the level. What is even paining us now is where is our leader Sowore? Because what has happened to him can happen to anybody. If a man like Omoyele that have been fighting for justice since his cradle can be bundled like a thief, compare that to average and ordinary Nigerian. And it's a strong indicator that our Nigerian police have lost it. If they can do that to Omoyele, they can do that to anybody. And that's why the story we are hearing about the Nigerian police being one of the most poorest police in the world, it's not bad news. It's expected. And we are all calling on the illegal IG. His tenure has expired. It's illegal. Whatever Omoyele has said is not untrue. It's fact.
Barrister Darlington, that's the reason for Omoyele Sowore, obviously. One of them is the extension of the IGP's tenure. And that's not the only person's tenure that has been supposedly, let's say, unconstitutionally extended. You remember the other man? That wasn't
from customs.
From customs, good. Exactly. So now that Omoyele Sowore is protesting this is something that was done by the president. You're protesting it. Is it the IGP's fault that his tenure was extended?
That is why I can tell you authoritative that this is drama.
What is drama?
Whatever they are doing with Sowore is drama. Look at it this way.
So you don't think he was?
I said it's a drama. They will not kill anybody. Forget that thing. Esther, Sowore said he was invited by the police because of a certain petition or whatever. Abi, good. He now honored the invitation like a good citizen. When he got there, Esther, the normal procedure is that whenever you come to police due to a petition written against you, the police will give you the petition to read. Abi? After reading it, of course, with the advice of your lawyer, you will now write your own statement. Is that not how things are done? Even a layman knows this. People who have gone to police, you know. But up to today, up to this moment, Sowore have not been shown any petition, and they are not written anything as a statement up till now. So what are you taking him to court for? You can see what I'm telling you. A drama orchestrated just to distract you and I. The real petition that IG took to the court against Sowore for calling him illegal IG. Up to today, that matter is nowhere. When last did you hear that Sowore went to court over that matter? You can see distractions with Sowore. Whenever they want to stage a drama to confuse Nigerians, they will go and pick up Sowore. And the drama will start. Tell me all the allegations against Sowore. Mention anyone that he has been jailed for. All the things they have accused him of. Mention one they have jailed Sowore for. Mention one. That's why I told you that this is a drama. Because when I talk to you, I'm talking with facts. So
all right,
I'm talking with facts.
Well, SERP has said that he be released immediately, unconditionally. Whatever black site they have taken him to, they should bring him back to the white site where he can be seen, have access to his lawyers, and if they need to take him to court, they should take him to court, not to torture him or psychologically, mutilate his personality. Meanwhile, a chieftain of the APC, Barrister Darlington, has told us that El-Rufai still remains a key stakeholder within the APC. But if that is the case, and we're hearing El-Rufai tantruming right now, 2 or 3 days ago, we saw some purported results of 2023 claiming that Peter Obi's victory was taken from him or was robbed. We're wondering, like, how did all of this happen? I remember I spoke about it yesterday, and I asked the question, in as much as for some supporters of Peter Obi would say, oh, this is good, the camp is disintegrated, El-Rufai exposed more, but the problem here is this, Barrister Darlington. A lot of things are being done with impunity. If an El-Rufai brought out something like that, you would have expected that an investigation be called for this to be investigated. Any other proof he has, he should let Nigerians know. Possibly INEC would now need to be questioned, queried. I mean, the entire process for a sane climb. All right. Now, that is also aside. Now, they're saying that there's a possibility that this could just all be shenanigans. He's still an APC member, still in support of Tinubu. The plan is for him to be installed in these opposition parties, tell the president what is going on, create some form of drama, make it look real. But in other words, he's still with the APC. Why that is not believable is that his son has not really been in support of the current government. He's been tweeting quite a lot of things against the government of the day. What do you think?
Esther, whether El-Rufai or the son or any other person who had a hand in that robbery called 2023 election, all of them will confess. More confessions are coming. Esther, let me tell you the confession that will come. You see, an NPC, somebody will tell us who have been stealing our oil. One day, it will happen. Somebody will tell us how a small company called OVH bought an NPC. Then what's it called now? Owando now bought the OVH. And when you buy a company, you buy assets and liability. So if you look at the trick they use on you and the gullible Nigerians, look at how they started. Owando did not go directly to buy an NPC. Rather, they now funded the OVH to buy an NPC. When they have bought an Owando now bought OVH. So who is now the owner of an NPC? Good, fine. You brought an expert here who did this thing. Abi, good. Now listen. You see this insecurity. Somebody will tell us exactly what is going on. Confessions will come. Oh. Don't deceive yourself.
Okay.
It will happen. Then the person of Tinubu and all this cover up. One day, somebody will equally come out. The only problem that it would have been too late. As for confession, it will definitely come because nothing is hidden forever. It's a matter of time.
All right.
Nothing is hidden forever. So whatever El-Rufai is doing now, yes, his conscience is troubling him. Didn't you remember what happened when they betrayed Jesus Christ?
Oh God. How do you know his conscience is troubling him? The politicians have conscience.
No, they have. Hold on, they have. I mean, if you are doubting me, ask El-Rufai. Why is he bringing this thing out now? If this matter is...
They are saying the northern youth are saying that El-Rufai is because they didn't give him appointment.
No, leave that one, please, leave that one. If evil men do repent, that is when it has become too late. If you watch our home video, all this Nollywood, don't you see when evil men, when their time is due, they start confessing, they start going to court, telling the court how they kill people.
Are you promising or whatever Nollywood?
Is that not what happens? Why do you watch film? You watch film so that you will learn, you teach you a lesson. The bad guys always end up in a disaster. At the end of the day, their conscience will be troubling them so much that they will start confessing what they have done. So from there, you will now know the truth. So what I am very, very sure, it may not be in our time, but it will definitely come out one day. People will tell us why some people have put Nigeria inside a bottle and covered it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to take your reaction. It's 90 minutes gone past the hour of 8 o'clock. I apologize. We apologize. Please just make sure that you limit what you want to respond to in just a minute, 60 seconds. I beg you, no vex, Mabinu. The number to call is 08036929933. 08036929933. The WhatsApp number is 0817-175-6338. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir. What's your name, sir?
My name is Peter.
Peter?
Yes, ma'am.
Peter, where are you calling from, please?
From Ogba.
Ogba. Please go ahead, Peter.
Good evening, Jonathan.
Good evening. How are you?
Please, sir.
Yes.
Please, I want to ask Mr. Jonathan a question.
Okay.
Please, when Jonathan was the president, which side was this from? Is he a southeast or from southwest?
He's from South.
No, did his region change after the presidency? He's from Bayelsa. One small.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my question is that why is it that an Hausa man just finished being a president? Now, we want to call another Hausa man up after your passport, because this is where the problem is coming from. When Jonathan was the president, people were complaining that he's not the right president, that this and that. Let Barry enter. When Barry enters, still that same complaint. Now today, Tinubu has entered. Now, see where we are. Instead of Nigeria to calm down, think twice, and allow the right thing to be decided, they said no. So you see where the problem is coming from. But this morning, when I listened to you, I was surprised that you said that 200 trillion was missing. That means we don't have. That means everybody is careless. Everybody is really careless. But the man that's supposed to be protecting that money was not even sincere on it. So
that's
my only that is only God that will help us, not this president. Only God.
Yes,
all right, thank
that's
you.
why they are challenging his.
But Barrister, he said something that why are we a Hausa man just finished something?
I didn't get it.
So okay, hello. Let me just inform you. Yes, Muhammadu Buhari is from the north. It's now time for the south. The President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is current president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Another election is meant to take place on in 2027, and it's still time of the south. So unless you're referring to why Atiku is going to be on the ticket when it's not time for the north, if that's what you're referring to, well, Atiku has not come out to say he's running. But we've heard that there's a possibility that he wants to use the ADC for it. So nobody is saying there's a Hausa man that is coming on board. All right. Thank you very much for calling. Hello. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. What's your name?
My name is Yomi.
Yomi, welcome. It's been a long time.
Good evening, Mr. Darlington.
Good evening.
Added listener and first-time caller.
Wow.
What are you doing?
No, he sends messages.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Yomi.
Yes, please. Actually, Nigeria, we are having a very complex problem. And for the fact that the leader of the country today seems doesn't have what it takes to lead. Because if somebody is well brought up, all these things that was attached to our president as a man, or everything that was attached to him, go and check the record. Anybody from a very good background, we never have such a thing. And then when such a person is leading the country, what do you expect?
Exactly, my brother.
I just pray that Nigerians sit tight, take their country back, fight for electoral reform, do the needful, and erase fear from their life, from their mind. It is then we move forward. All these people leading us today, my dear sister, if care is not taken, they will eat the next 30 generations.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night,
my
Yomi.
brother.
Thank you for
Esther,
calling.
let me add to what he said.
Yeah.
Please, Nigerians, listen and listen good. Nigeria is not a complex society. You are not as complex as America, yet they are moving on. It is leadership.
Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello? All right, 08036929933. That is the number to call. The WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. Hello, good evening. Welcome. How are you? Hello? What's going on? We're experiencing drop calls. 08036929933. That is the number. The WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
Welcome, sir. What's your name, please?
My name is Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeah, I
Thank
call
you.
it from
I know I would want again.
I'm Abumachuku, Muatu, Abumwa Jesus. Ungano, go ahead.
I greet Barrister Darlington.
Well done, my brother. Jesus.
Yeah, how was your site?
We day, we day. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. So, on the issue of, like, what I want to comment on the issue of people that say that we rule 4 years, that we can do wonderful in 4 years. So, some people are complaining why people do this thing. The vice president, former vice president, this man, the former vice president.
Are you referring to Jonathan?
No,
or Atiku?
Vice president, the person that vice Buhari. Osubanjo.
Okay.
Osubanjo used good 3 months to fix Nigeria before Buhari come back and spoil everything. So I believe that we can do it in 4 years.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. What Jesus. All right, sir. 08036929933. That's the number to call. Hello, how are you? Welcome. Welcome, sir. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Sam.
Your name is? Sir?
I said my name is Sam, calling from Shaka.
You're breaking. You're actually breaking.
Okay. So my take on this topics are just basically on the I'm talking about this Sowore issue, and I want to disagree with the Barrister Darlington about the so-called conspiracy, about it being planned. If we look at Sowore, his history and his track record, he has always been, on this advocacy kind of person. Even during the military regime, he stood very, very firm, even during the Apapa era. So I think what the kind of people we need in this country, are very, very dogged leaders. Peter Obi is very, very nice. He's a very cool-hearted person in his personality, but for the kind of politics we run in this country, we need, people with touch of, with touch of dogged mentality, be able to curtail this kind of evil leaders parading themselves, So I believe he is for the masses and he's trying to bring down all these emperor that call themselves the leader. So it's not so, I don't see it as being orchestrated or staged. So I just wish there's a way Peter Obi, can, rally around with this show.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you for calling. President, have you heard of whom they call silent thugs? They are quiet, but they are thugs.
Esther, I gave you references when I was talking about Sowore. Let another person try what he had done. I mean, 1/4 of what Sowore have done. Whether they will not put him in prison perpetual, that they will charge him for treasonable felony.
Well, what has he done? That is wrong. You mean all
You mean, hold on, no. A president went to the constitution, went to National Assembly, and they amended the constitution to accommodate the extension of Ogbetoku's tenure, which is legal. But he went, yes, legal, as long as it has been amended and is constitutionally amended, and then the president acted on it, it is legal, validated. Why should the Sowore go ahead and be calling the man illegal IGP? Why?
Hello.
You are not challenging the authority of the federal government. Please, I don't want to go there. People can go with their ignorance. It doesn't concern me.
Okay, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Mabinu. Please, sir, what's your name?
My name is Austin. I'm calling from Abaron Jacob.
All right, Mr. Austin, please go ahead.
I just want to use this opportunity to thank you for your good work. You understand?
Thank you, sir.
And I would like you to please just permit me, to just permit me to appreciate this balancing.
Okay.
And Peter Anosike.
Okay.
And this person again, Peter Antoni Bata, because I'm a first time timer.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
So, in fact, I've been a lover of VOP ever since I started listening to VOP.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So please, I would like you to be engaging interview with Barrister Darlington. I love that man so much.
Are you serious?
I love him. I love him so much.
My friend, monetize it too before I listen to you.
Whenever I'm listening to him, I'm always happy.
Can you imagine? I'm carrying you high blood pressure and you're not paying me.
Seriously.
All right, sir. Thank you.
You are hitting me hard.
Thank you very much for calling.
You're welcome.
Okay. Hello. Good evening, sir.
Hello.
How are you? Sorry for keeping
Good evening, Madam
evening.
Precious.
My name is Esther Wachiku, sir.
Oh, Esther, sorry.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Darlington, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
My name is Robert.
Robert.
All right, Mr. Robert.
I started to listen to this station because of you.
Because
I never know that TNT was even existing. It was when I tuned in, one day I was just tuning in and I heard your voice. That day was on Thursday like this.
Whose voice?
Your voice.
Your voice, I mean, sir. Your voice.
I thought you were talking to Esther.
No, I'm talking to you, sir. Yes. I heard your voice and I paused. I said, no. What you said is like you were speaking my mind and most Nigerians' mind. And let me tell you, sir, ever since then, I have not missed your show for once.
Can you imagine?
Another erudite people that your presenter usually bring. Not only in the evening, like I've started listening to VOP ever since then.
Thank you so much.
Sir, my problem is this. You are somebody that I love so much. I love your analysis about Nigeria politics. Obese, I am from Delta. I am an Isoko man, right? Since Obi came on board to say he want to rule, the last election, I know what happened. But today, Tinubu is the president.
Yes.
Let's just accept it that okay, Tinubu. But since you started to say Obi should be vice to Atiku, I begin to have double mind against you. Please forgive me. No, it is true.
Go ahead, you
understand? I started to. It's not whenever you come on board, sir, on air and begin to say Obi should deputize for Atiku, I begin to feel something bad in me that how can bisadality between me. I know.
So sorry. Okay. Hello. Good evening. How are you? Sorry, Robert. Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
Welcome, sir. How are you?
I'm fine. This is Mayor from Coastal.
Mayor, welcome. Please go ahead, Mayor.
Good evening, Mr. Darlington.
My brother, welcome.
Thank you. You see all these things. There was a report about what the L5 said about last election. And all of us, it's just like stating the obvious. All of us know that.
Exactly.
We know that. But I think I like the trend that is moving now. I was telling somebody that in those days when chiefs go for an outing, after the operation, so while I will start when they are sharing
the booty, yes.
The booty, so let this thing continue more.
Exactly.
Let us hear more. And also, it's good for people that never believe that P2B won that election.
Yes.
At least this one is now from an insider, and nobody can dispute that.
Of course.
Then coming to talk about like the last week I was saying. Yeah, I also disagree with the opinion that this guy should deputize Atiku because since 1999, except Jonathan, that was because of natural cause, no vice has ever succeeded his principal, even from Akume era. So I don't even think Atiku can allow that. And also, this is the time of the South. So the best thing Atiku should do is to take the role of a statesman, just like he did in 2006.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you
so
let him allow.
Thank you, Mayor.
Esther,
thank you.
Please.
Hello. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening, sir. What's your name? We need to take these people's calls.
Okay, don't worry,
I'm Ade from London.
Ade from London, please welcome. Sorry for keeping you, sir. Go ahead.
Good evening, Mr. Darlington.
Well done, sir.
I'm a Yoruba man.
Yes.
I always respect your point.
Exactly, sir.
Since I've been watching your program, your point
Yes, sir.
You see, personally, I don't blame Nigeria, the politicians. I blame the Nigerians.
Exactly.
If people like you are correcting the future youth who are lazing about, cannot take their right by their bull or by their horn,
Exactly.
traveling everywhere like a slave. So if people over 200 are ruling a whole 200 going to 300 million people, and we are expecting this politician to change, they will never change. Where we are here today and living abroad, some people fight for what you are benefiting today.
Exactly.
And that's why everybody is going everywhere.
Exactly.
Until Nigerian youth wake up, they have been sleeping. You are older than many of us, but you are telling the future Nigeria to wake up. If they are not ready to wake up, that's their problem.
Exactly.
Let the competition continue to use them like slaves.
I'm telling
After all, Nigeria is, to me, is like a plantation country being ruled by some people outside Nigeria.
Okay.
But one day, monkey go market, you know, go come back. Because some of the so-called journalists, they are paid by these corrupt people.
Yes.
That's why some of them, they don't like you. But time will tell, like you always say, time will come. But I hope and I pray it's not going to be too late for Nigerian youth. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for calling. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Welcome, sir. How are you?
This is Evangelist Israel from the demo.
All right, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I know Mr. Darlington is a very straightforward man. Truly, he is begging Nigerian youth to rise up. And that.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Please call back. I think his connection went off. Please, when you call, you're a Nigerian. You don't have to identify your ethnicity. You have every right to be who you are and be what you are.
Even the man that comes from London.
Yes, and express yourself.
Exactly.
The fact that you're from the same ethnic group of the president does not necessarily mean you must agree with everything that he does, and vice versa. So, all right, we're all together. We're one Nigeria. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello? 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 Turn down the volume of your radio. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Turn down the volume of your radio.
Go ahead now.
Have you
We
done
are
that?
hearing you.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. Please, what's your name?
This is Barrister Diego Oluwashio.
Barrister Dieko Oluwashio. Where are you calling from, sir?
Yes. I usually send message, but this is my first time of calling.
Yay. Welcome, sir. Please go ahead.
And my amiable senior colleague too. Good evening, sir.
My friend and colleague, how are you? One day you will come
I'm
here.
fine, sir.
You will come here and sit there.
Esther, please, I want to ask you a question. What is Tinubu trying to achieve for trying to hold meeting with the youth?
Are you referring to the digital media summit or the youth confab? Are you referring to the digital media summit that was just concluded or the youth confab?
The one that he said he wants to organize with the youth in Abuja. For what reason? What is the reason behind it?
He has already done that. It's a digital media summit. The influencers, social media influencers, and all.
Esther, forget about all of those things. All those things are not needed.
I wonder.
Because a true leader knows what to do at the right time and at the right time.
I'm telling you.
Your leader in your studio does not need to gather you for some things before he does some certain things.
Exactly.
That is number one. Number two, the police are talking about bad welfare service within the Police Service Commission. Is it not this police that are preventing people when they protest for their welfare in Nigeria, including the welfare of police?
That are even dealing with Sowore. Yes, sir. They are dealing with
including the welfare of police. Is it not them that are doing it?
Oh, God.
Some of them go on social media that are not well paid. You don't see this. People are protesting for welfare of Nigeria, but they prevent them from protesting. The protest by Nigerians is not an individual protest, it's general for the welfare of everybody, including you and I that are talking this evening.
My brother,
it's so unfortunate to find ourselves in this mess.
I tire me, I'm telling you, it tire me.
Very unfortunate.
the annual law conference is starting in Enugu, people are panicking.
Because of security.
Either by road or by air or by whatever means of traveling, even getting there.
Some people will not go. Some people will not go. They will not go.
Right.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much,
brother.
Barrister Diako, for calling. I sincerely do appreciate. Yes, sir. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Welcome, sir. How are you?
Good evening, Esther.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. What's your name?
Hello.
I can hear you loud and clear, sir. What's your name?
I cannot hear you, but hello.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Good evening.
Good
evening, sir.
Darlington, good evening.
Good evening, my brother.
Okay, it's God's time calling from Ilasa.
Go ahead, sir.
You know, what I'm observing in this our present president is that everything he does is into campaigning for 2027. The award is giving the sports people. The meeting is calling. He's just looking for strategies to place himself at the right place when it comes time for election. That is the only thing he's concerned about. He's not concerned about our problem, the insecurity, and everything that is going about in the country, the poverty, the high cost of things is none of his business. He's looking at the strategic point at which he can arrange himself for 2027. That is what he's concerned about. And I really want to appreciate the Barrister Darlington. You know, I don't know why some people, they get it difficult to understand him. He is a man that has studied Nigerian politics. People should listen to him. He understands what he tells us to do. He has studied the system of politics in this country.
You don't expect everyone to agree with him, so it's normal. It's normal. Thank you very much for calling, all right? Not everybody would agree with him. Barrister, is there anything wrong, though, in the president awarding those ladies? I will not lie to you. I like it all. The award that he gave to them, that appreciation, the Tigress, the Super Falcons, you know how our football team have always felt from, cause especially when it comes to their welfare and care and all that kind of appreciation. I loved it. I liked it.
You know, in a situation of ravaging poverty,
okay,
when you see this type of largesse being showered on individuals who have excelled in sports, it looks so strange. You understand? Ordinarily, it shouldn't be, because if you consider where some of them are living, the social welfare alone have taken care of their, even if they want to live for 90 years, they will never suffer. But when these guys retire from sports now, they're on their own.
All right,
shocked to hear that Jonathan accepted to run initially, and now they are interpreting the sections of the Constitution 137. Abi? Honestly,
sorry, our phone don't off.
Are you serious?
Battery don't die. No vex. So call the WhatsApp line 0817 1756 338. I make una no vex. So okay. Hello. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. Welcome.
Welcome. Barrister Darlington.
Are you serious?
Yes, so I'm enjoying you. In fact, when you always talk sometimes, you make me to be happy that you are the only one that standing from here.
Can you imagine? Oh, yeah, you come and pay homage, Joe.
Esther Wanchuku, please, I will just call Nigeria to get it on B. We help us to react with Atiku in 2027. That is the only list can make us to be happy to help us to overthrow Tinubu from the power. But this mess is too much. Can you imagine how can someone be in the that we want to get a financial issue to solve the bill for house? You want to go and say Gary? Yeah, to can you imagine? You still want to sell the guy that has at home to go to solve for the guy to pay his bill? What kind of Nigeria are we? He said Gary is my present. It's not like maybe they told me. I was there. The man was saying he has a place of Gary that I want to sell for that woman. Okay. That he need a cash that don't have money to do something, but he need a cash that he has a guy that want to sell. To see how the poverty is in Nigeria now. Esther Wanchuku, where are we going to in this country? Where are we going to? Please help us to beg Bola Ahmed Tinubu. If you cannot rule us again, you should leave us. Don't let us die in hunger.
You're hungry.
All right,
Hungry is
sir.
too much. Please.
Thank you so
I
much.
rest my case. Good
All
night,
right,
sir.
thank you so much. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, please, our governors, the 36 state governors, I beg you, do something. Open food shops, food stamps. They do this thing where you could subsidize food, so you could open different outlets, right, in the local government. People can go there. Subsidize transportation, please. Welfare. I don't know. It's
Esther, please, before you go further, on the 29th of May 2023, you hosted me here. That was the day Tinubu's inaugural speech was made.
Yes, sir.
You remember all I said that day? Even before that day, remember all I said? Immediately I finished talking. Look at all of them. You don't like Tinubu? He's coming to do it. Kiniko.
Hello, Mr.
You
Prince.
were here. I wish you can play that thing now.
Mr. Prince. Oh.
It's unfortunate.
Hello. Good evening. How are you? Hello.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah. Sir, we play too much in this country. Too much.
What do we do?
I don't. We play too much in this country. Things are going down the drain. So I still staggering that things are okay. My sister, go in shopping mall now. You see people line up. Go to any, even while you're opening your gate, you see people in the front of, they are knocking on your glass. Anyhow, you see people standing by the roadside with their begging for arm.
All right, I think I get the gist of your call because the network is skipping. So I would like to take some messages now. We've taken quite a lot of calls and we have a live appearance coming in. Okay, please let Barrister Darlington stop calling Father Mbaka because Jonathan is a woman. Huh?
What did that? Esther, please, did you?
Good morning. It's not morning, no. It's evening.
Oh, God.
I don't want ex-president Jonathan to come back because he was a failure. Leo from Lagos. Peter Obi remains the best performed governor in the history of Anambra State, and he achieved a lot in all ramifications except corruption. Leo from Lagos. Okay, Leo, I hear you. Well done. Hello, Esther. Are you aware that the North are pushing for Jonathan in order to reduce the votes of Obi, Tinubu, and Jonathan? At the end, Atiku will win the simple majority. I keep saying it is better we all vote for Tinubu instead of dividing all the votes. Don Joe from Ijesha. Another angle to look at it. Good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. Esther, you did very wrong for not reminding Nigerians the name of that Tinubu's classmate. Please remind us once more. Andy from Sowore.
What do you want to do with it? The man is from Belarus. And he said the name is Alex. But he turned out not to be.
Okay, I don't understand Barrister Darlington. Anytime someone don't agree with his view, he ascribes the person as being gullible. Even you, Esther, being the presenter. You can't moderate him. He shouts not to you alone, but to the callers as well. Please let him be coming down. He can't claim to love this country more than everyone.
Yeah,
we have the right to agree and disagree with his analogies. Samuel from Shasha.
Please, let me hear.
Good evening, VP Radio. When someone is from a bad background, what do you expect from the person? And it's that same person that is ruling us as a president. Tinubu did not have any vision for Nigeria at all. All he came for is to steal, kill, and to wait. And at Lucifer, you did describe like this. So, and for the arrest of Sowore, all that are just drama organized to confuse Nigerians and nothing else. So, what I want to say is that Tinubu doesn't know how to rule this country, and Nigerians should make sure that he steps down. Ha! What you kill? Okay, sir. It depends on you in 2027. Good evening, Esther. Good evening, Barrister Darlington. GEJ must not come back for the sake of his eternal image. On elections, our votes have never counted. The exception was Hope 93, and that election was annulled. Until we redress the issue of regionalism, we will continue to engage ourselves in this endless discussion. Thank you, Preston from Lagos. Okay, Preston, well done. Good evening, Barrister Darlington, Esther Wachko. Where is Mr. Ola from Chicago? Chris from Ejigbo.
He called last Monday. He called now.
Greetings, Auntie Esther. Greetings, Dearest Barrister Darlington. My name is Ima Amazing from Surulere. My contribution concerning the presidential race, I feel former President Goodluck should come out and support Peter Obi openly. By the way, GEJ, hasn't mentioned he was contesting, so why the noise? Again, the impunity of our judicial and security system is very bad, no thanks to bad governance. Once you pick on the government, they use it against you. That's why we need the reforms at all level. The matter tire person. But then, let every day just be like Thursday, so we'll be hearing Barrister's voice and that gentle Mr. Shopiton's voice, then balance it with Lawal's and be happy. Thank you. You guys did not talk about Judge Akume, whose voice was closed. The doctored pictures of some Balthazar arrangement of Akpabio. You guys, come on. That's a step down, yo. Somebody was asking for a step down. Good evening, Esther. Is Akpabio back from London Hospital? Okay, Chukwu from Okafa. Akpabio, through civil society, is saying that they want to blackmail him, like Balthazar. So, Esther, I want to ask, if Jonathan had won that election, will he not have been sworn in? Okay, good evening, Esther and President. Please, where is Mr. Peter Osifo? It's been a while I heard him on radio. Victor from Otta. Victor, when I know the bellyful. Now, when I talk, so when I don't want big Peter. Now, Peter, know they call, when I call his name. Good evening, Esther and President. So, all what you're saying is right, but the problem did not start from Tinubu. It's what started from previous government. We should give him time to fix it. Even if Obi won presidency, come 2027, the problem continues. Good night. Whatever Elrufai is saying is a great lie. He's just demarketing Tinubu so that they would have sympathy vote come 2027, and that will never happen. Mr. Adam Ejugo from Agbede. All right, good evening, VOP. Good people of Nigeria, Kenya from Ikorodu. This men will come one day after everything has gone bad. They will come with confession. God save Nigerians from bad leaders. Good evening, Pastor Darlington. May God Almighty bless you for telling Nigerians the truth. 2027 is Nigeria citizens versus APC government. I pray that Nigeria will be great again. Tochukwu Obiziem from Egbeda Akonwajo. Okay, good evening, VOP crew. Kai, this message. Good evening, VOP Korean fans. Truth be told, based on what El Rafan reviewed, remember he was among the APC inner caucuses that did what they did. So there is every possibility that he is right. Like you asked, why is the DSS not making moves to invite him to start mentioning names of those involved in that act? Why is the presidency silent and hasn't debunked or rebuked him via their spokespersons? Why can't? Because El Rafan knows what they know, but we are watching them as the planet is listening. Good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. Former President Goodluck Jonathan, let him not accept to run for president under PDP because Nelson Wike is still in control of the party. Let him enjoy the respect accorded to him all over the world. Good evening, Esther. My name is AA from Akowajo. El-Rufai is confused. Why APC cannot win election in Kaduna State in 2023 is El-Rufai now INEC chairman. So in the entire Northwest, North Central and Northeast, Tinubu wrote the results. El-Rufai can only deceive himself and Obi supporters with propaganda. Okay, Barrister Darlington, you have said it all. It was poor performance of the current government that is creating all this brouhaha, hula baloo, and higi haga. So if they want a candidate from southern Nigeria, then Peter Obi is a candidate. Obi is leading the pack. Let all political parties and coalitions galvanize together and present Peter Obi as a candidate from the south. Shikena Otito Ogwola period. Otito Ogwola period. Obed. Otito Ogwola. Obed Oji. Okay, good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. Still Babeji from Ushidi. Oga Darlington, because you're always saying the truth, exposing the odds that this administration is committing against Nigerians, God will continue to protect, secure your life and family. Baba Tinubu / APC government aren't practicing one Nigeria as copied from US and UK. Imagine his appointments and his extensions of tenure of office for the Yorubas in their offices. I mean that of the IGP and the Nigerian custom leader against people from other tribes that's supposed to have taken those offices. Okay, mixed reactions as Jonathan Kwankwaso 2027 campaign posters offices on social media again. Obviously. Good evening, Madam Esther Wachukwu Barrister Darlington. Esther, please tell Barrister Darlington well done and kindly give him a bottle of what he likes to drink and a plate of nkwobi. He's doing very good. You see, you're bloating his head now. The hidden truth, though not hidden to the public, is what we are seeing now. Obi actually won that election. Fellow Nigerians, it's time to stand up and demand for electoral reforms and choose leaders with capacity, integrity, and compassion come 2027. With people like Peter Obi and the likes, a new Nigeria is possible. Prince Sam Samuel Ofobisi Oji from Ajagunle Apapa, Lagos. Good evening, Astan Dede Darlington. Chagui from Mushi. Former Governor of Kaduna State, El Rufai, confessed that Peter Obi won the 2023 election. So in order to split Peter Obi's vote in the next elections, Goodluck Jonathan is now being contracted to contest here in the South. That's the plan. Okay. So much for Sowore, Mr. Darlington and co. would say is working for Tinubu. They would even say the recent incident is a written script to distract Nigerians to make Sowore look like he's fighting Tinubu. This is how mentally imbalanced some Nigerians have become, where objective and rational thinking is non-existent or overridden by innuendo and baseless theories. In the case of Ondo State, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, can you also say he'll be ineligible to contest after his current tenure? If Jonathan is not eligible to contest again, he wouldn't have been eligible to contest in 2015. So, Mr. Darlington, however, Jonathan should steer clear of contesting any election because his indolence, incompetence and irresponsibility is the reason why a character like Buhari would dare contest for presidency, dragging Nigeria back to the same stone age. Nigerians stole cooking food from houses. Nigerians committing suicide because of short memories. They forget easily all that's happened during Jonathan. He was a failure like Buhari, like Tinubu. Tay. Wow. Tay.
No.
One day you show your face.
No.
That was brutal. God.
No.
All right. Good evening, sir. Welcome. And Ambassador Philip Osonu. Welcome. Thank you for joining us today. How are you?
I'm all right. And you?
Fine. Please go ahead.
Okay. Like I say all the time, the more we talk about politics and the more we should be able to look into our pocket if we have enough money to take care of ourselves. This is the reason why we are bringing to Lagosians and everybody listening to this beautiful station about business opportunities that they can do without losing their money. Because one thing with Nigerians is that they look for where to put money, they get money, and unfortunately most times they lose it. So we teach you how to manage your money, how to invest your money in the right place, how to use what you have in your hand, especially the mobile phone. If I talk about mobile phone, some people will be saying, is this guy really real? The honest truth is that you need to attend any of our seminars where we teach you practically how you can use your mobile phone to do a lot of things. These days, people use their mobile phone because of the applications that is on their phone to be able to study, to do businesses online, have shops, and so many other things. Now, what we'll be focusing on this Saturday is about you, showing you 1, 2, 3 different applications that can help you either to manage your business or to make people know about your business, and also help you to make money from those applications. Like I said before, some of those applications are not free. They said money beget money. So you need to look into it. There are not those applications that you use just to text. These are applications that help you to make money, manage your money, grow your money by yourself, not giving anybody or a company your money to manage for you, and at the end of the day they start telling you stories. Here we are talking about you being able, as long as you know how to text, you know how to answer calls, you know how to check messages on your phone or reply messages, you can do it. You don't need to be a tech geek. So this Saturday is very, very important for anybody that wants to change their life. Now my question is, do you really want to make money for the remaining months of the year? Do you want to add value to your life? Do you want to have different sources of income or multiple streams of income? Do you want to enjoy some holidays for yourself? Do you want to make sure that your Christmas is good? This is the time. Do you want to see, probably by coming September, you have enough money to pay for your children's school fees? This is the time. So you come on Saturday and make sure you get a practical training that can help you do stuff. We'll be showcasing a lot of businesses, but the most important thing is for you to know that you are in charge. That's the most important thing. And whatever you will do, you will have it on your phone and go back home with it. And you will be rest assured that everything you are doing, the business, the money you are making, and whatsoever is in your control. So some of those applications, I need to mention it to you. Some of them cost like 25,000, some 50, some 100, some 500. All depends on how much you want to make in a day, in a week, in a month. All right. that will depend on how much you're going to put into any of those applications. And I want you for you to reserve your seat. Like I said for the last Saturday, people that attended, if you call them, any of them, they will testify to you. Now, the first 50 people that are going to be there on Saturday, we have a gift for you. And sometimes we give you a gift that will help you for life, as long as you are into business. All right? So you like you to text to us this particular number. Just text to us VIP, because we are recognizing you or appreciating you coming as our very important guest. All right? Very important personality for us. And look, the training we're supposed to charge you. But let me say this is our own contribution from the company to the masses. All right? So make sure you pass this message to your brother, to your sister, to anybody on your contact. This is the way we can help our fellow brothers and sisters. So when you receive a text from us, forward it to the people in your contact. Let them also benefit from the training. We are not charging you money for the training for now. All right? Time will come, we charge money. So text to us to this number 070 19 26 64 01. Just text to us VIP. Date is Saturday 11 a.m. at the dot. 070 19 26 64 01. 070 19 26 64 01. Saturday 11 a.m. All road leads to Ikeja. The business summit is at Ikeja. So make sure if you are texting, you are coming. The number for you to text just VIP to us so that we can reserve your seat is 070 19 26 64 01. You must to come with your smartphone.
All right, thank you very much, Ambassador Philip Asona. We sincerely appreciate all of that. Okay, welcome. Barrister Darlington Agumore, somebody sent a message and said, Esther, things are too hard. Keke na pep is now 4 million naira. That it used to be 900 and something, thousand naira. At some point, so they're saying that at least even for them that want to go into that business of transportation now, buying one keke is now 4 million. So how person won't even collect loan, take refund the money, plus how much would they make in a day with all these small ticketing they used to pay for and all of that, so the same complaint is everywhere. I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know. It's the businesses. I think people are complaining that the businesses are now, the things they used to buy for their businesses is now very expensive. The capital is not there. That's the problem. How will the government create an enabling business environment? I think for Nigerians, they just want an enabling business environment for them to do their thing and make their money. Why is that difficult to achieve?
Esther, look, I want to say something now, but if I say it now, they will come after me. Esther, did I not warn Nigerians on this platform before they made this mistake of voting Tinubu? Tell me I'm lying. Esther, tell me that I'm lying now. Did I not shout my head off? We are telling them what is to come. Yet, they were there talking, criticizing me, talking anyhow. Did I not see all these things before it happened? Tell me. You hosted me on several occasions when I lamented. I read out what they should expect from Tinubu. I read it out. I told them, have I been disappointed by Tinubu? The answer is capital, and the worst is yet to come. All the people that voted Tinubu now, where are they, Esther?
Joval.
Are they not part of
the
Esther?
Go ahead, please.
So what do you want me to do? I should now come and...
Esther, good evening.
Good evening, Joval. Please go ahead.
Long time, but it's Darlington.
My brother.
It's been a while, though.
Yeah, where you come from?
I do.
But you don't listen.
Good evening.
Yes, you are welcome.
Esther.
Sir?
Everything that Barrister Darlington is saying, I could attest to the fact that he said those things, especially on that May 29, 2023. But my point is very simple. I want to advise my amiable Goodluck Jonathan, former president of Nigeria, to please stay away from this thing they are bringing you to mess you up for. Personally, there's only one option. In fact, this is the only option, if you ask me. P2B is the option. I don't know whatever they are doing, but my advice is that if they are not allowing him to contest as the president, he should stay away. In as much as Atiku cannot be the vice president again, Atiku can afford to push P2B forward. But if he's not doing that, we have just one option, and that option is P2B. Any other thing, I don't know, because everything you have said is happening. And I don't know why Nigerians are not learning.
Okay,
do we have
Jova.
to repeat the same thing?
Thank you very much, Jova. Thank you. I will take one more call so we can wrap up the conversation this evening. 0817-1756-338. Just one call, please. Just one call. All right, and then we can wrap up the show this evening because we've actually run out of time. No call is coming in. Barrister, final say.
Esther, look.
Can you imagine? Why you no call since? I said one call. You no call that time. Hello, sir. Welcome. Sir, turn down the volume of your radio.
I speak.
Oh, the call don't end. One, bye-bye.
Good.
Continue.
Esther, you cannot expect any change when you are not making effort to change your ways. Is it possible? Please, this thing that we are into now, is it not we Nigerians that brought it upon us? Esther, after Buhari's first term, you remember all I said here, that it should not come back in 2019. With all the effort we made, everything we did and all that, even they shifted the date of the time of the exam by 2 weeks because they have seen that Nigerians want to vote Buhari out. They manipulated. Yeah, Nigerians. Esther, the people that are singing for Akpabio now, is it not Nigerians? Nigerian you sabi? The people that are singing for Tinubu now, I don't know Nigerians, Esther. The people he call in Abuja, I don't know Nigerians. Esther, what else do you want me to do for God's sake? Have we not talked enough? So let them continue. Esther, let them continue. I'm happy that this rain is falling on all of us. The people that are castigating, I'm not even bothered. None of you can even annoy me. It's not possible. You know, rich. So whatever